I'm standing on almost the highest point of the lot, and right now I am looking towards the east in the Virginia range. So this is some of the view you would have of the Virginia range, which is gorgeous and snow-capped in part of the winter. And then from there, you'll see that you have some neighbors here further to the south and the north, new construction going in, but it's still all very private, very private. You'll see a peak of Mount Rose, and then you'll see the snow cap still there on the other part of the Sierras. Here's the house. That salmon-colored house is the house that is at the end of the cul-de-sac, end of the road. Don't know if you can hear the water, but you do hear some traffic. You'd have a better sound of the water if you were closer to the water, but the brush is really thick, so I'm not going there. But it sits very close to the property line. Then, looking north, you can see that this property does sit slightly higher than the property below you. You can see the cars driving. That is Arrowcreek Parkway. So that is how far away you are from Arrowcreek Parkway. My car there is the road that this property sits on. Then the BLM land is across from that. I'm assuming eventually the BLM will sell that off in a mass sale because it's already parceled out to a private party. So we do sit a little higher than that, and you do have some city view. I'm hesitant to zoom in because that won't give you the realistic look, but you'll have city lights most definitely, and you'll be able to see planes landing at the airport. If you can walk this direction, I'm on this little road that I think people have used out here to access some other properties, but the only road easement is that private road. This road is not the road easement, but you can see it better up from a little bit higher, but it's really thick with brush, so I'm not walking there. But you can hear some traffic. It's not heavy traffic by any means, but it's kind of a trade-off to get mountain views and to get city views at this price point for 2.5 acres. This is the least expensive lot that's out here. Some new construction. This house right here is for sale by owner. This is your next door neighbor. It is a for sale by owner, and it is the one that has quite a bit of junk in the yard. So hopefully he'll sell off that property and things will go away. This is the one you mentioned that you saw. So I hope I've answered your question somewhat. I'm still working on plotting out the water. There's 2 waterways. None of them are on this property. All the water runs over here where it's very green, on the property adjacent to you. Then over here, there is kind of a dry ditch over here that I'm assuming you'd have to leave a little bit lower, probably for some drainage. Probably isn't a bad idea. I'm walking back to the road now. I'm still working with the title company on the plot map, trying to plot out some of these things, and I want to get a little more information on this road that I'm walking on. This road I'm walking on is, I don't believe it to be access for anybody, legal access, but being a vacant lot, people will make access anyway, so it just gives me a good place to walk. So here's the road, or the access to the property. And here's the other house that sits at the end of the cul-de-sac. And there's a lovely little bridge up there. Property across the street, Forest Service land. And this is the creek I don't know if you can see it, but you should be able to hear it from here. You could certainly build your house so that you could take advantage of the sound, but it is very overgrown. I don't know that you'll get a look at it, maybe up higher. Sure love that sound. Some more of the Virginia range. You can see how narrow the private road is. It's just a little one-lane road. Some more view of the mountains to the west and the south. So I've taken some photos that I'll also send you that will give you some idea of the surrounding houses. You know, I don't think, you know, a lot of these houses are older, but I don't know that you'd be too far off by building something in that $1 million range here. That's certainly what is going on probably behind you. Although then you'll get the log cabin, which isn't. And so that's just kind of how this pocket is, being unincorporated and no CC&Rs and no HOA. People tend to do whatever they want to do. And so you get a little bit of this and you get a little bit of that, but the lot's $249 and you have no rules. So signing off now. I think you've gotten a good, I think this may help you. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. Bye.